We are here in Atlantic City. Runner going there. That's Scotty Young going down to second base and steals it. Jimmy Bruno up to plate. Scotty Young led off today's game with a single to center field. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Abanu. Thanks for joining us here for a doubleheader between Atlantic Cape Community College and Rowan College, South Jersey, from Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. We're playing two on a beautiful day in South Jersey. Joe Hamill on the mound. That one skied foul. First base side out of play by Jimmy Bruno. And the count is 0-2. Give you some of Joe Hamill's numbers as we go along here. Hamill 5-0 on the season with a 3.10 ERA in 6 games, 29 innings pitched. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. So Bruno down swinging, and there's one away. You could add that to Hamill's strikeout total. He's given up 36 hits, 15 runs, 18 walks, and now he's got 27 strikeouts in 29 and a third inning. He's the ace of their staff. Here's Aaron Grober. And there's a strike. Hamill features a good assortment of breaking ball pitches. He can throw a fastball. His best pitch is his curveball, and he also features a slider and a changeup, which he relies more on the latter than the fastball pitch. Scorched foul off the screen behind the plate, and it's 0-2. Give you the rest of the Rowan College South Jersey lineup after Aaron Grober, their 3-hitter. Cleanup is Felix Diaz, will be followed by Rocco Bresniak, Cole Fowler, Greg Cristino, Justin Killick, and Edwin Hernandez round out the Roadrunners batting lineup here in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. And in Region 19 doubleheaders, 2 7-inning contest, as that one's a little bit inside from Joe Hamill to the Roadrunners right fielder. So 2 7-inning games. Beautiful weekend for baseball so far. A lot of games going on over the weekend. Pitch from Hamill, swing and a miss by Grober, and he's, well, looks like he tipped it. The umpire said he tipped it, so he's staying alive. Coaches versus Cancer Classic going on this weekend. Started up yesterday, the 11th annual Coaches versus Cancer Classic. Was at one of the games at Mainland Regional High School yesterday between Delsea and Holy Spirit High School. A fantastic finish. Delsea scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Hamill is upstairs to go on. George Starr pitched a complete game, 7 innings. The only run he gave up was a first inning sacrifice fly to Holy Spirit High School. It was a well-pitched game. And then once the bullpen came in, 3 runs, bottom of the 6th, Delsea won that particular game. And that misses from Hamill. Covering the games all weekend, we are with BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon, though, in Atlantic City. Some threatening weather later tonight, but we should get these games in. That one offered at and dropped by the catcher, so Solinsky fires down to first, and Grober strikeout, 2-3 put out. There are 2 away here in the top of the first. Scotty Young on second base. He led off the game with a single, then later stole. And then Hamill back-to-back strikeouts against Jimmy Bruno and Aaron Grober. Here's the cleanup hitter, Felix Diaz, who will be playing first base here in Game 1 for Rowan College, South Jersey. And Hamill deals up and away. 1-0, fastball misses up. He's better, certainly better in the warmer weather. That's when his breaking pitches work a little bit better. But when he's got a roll and he's got a nasty 12-6 curveball, misses there, 2-0. He's got some wicked movement on his slider, changeup, and then he throws in that fastball when he needs to. But his best pitches are his curveball and his slider. And it'll be a 2-0 to Diaz. That one misses up high. Just too early of a release point. It looks like Hamill, 3-0 the count, just reaching back a little bit, and release point is just off a tad. And where he's missing her here early. Runner on second, 2 out, 3-0 pitch is low, ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Felix Diaz. And the Roadrunners threatening a little bit here in the first inning. Here's the designated hitter for Game 1, Rocco Brisniak. And the pitch, chopped foul, third base side. 2 on, 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score, just underway here in Atlantic City. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Roadrunners coached by Rob Valley. Had a chance to speak with him before the game. Pitch from Hamill's swing and a miss into the, thought it may have been tipped, but a miss. And the count 0-2. That was a great guy. Had a chance to talk with him. I come from Toms River. He's familiar with Toms River, so that was a good starting point to our conversation. That one chopped foul outside of third. Dempsey will go retrieve it. And Coach Valley had spent part of his more than 30 years now in coaching at Temple University. So we're talking about familiarity with Toms River. And I'll finish that story later. Pitch skied up in the air. Center field shallow. Louis Sorry going backpedaling and makes the catch in left center field. And that'll do it. 2-man reach for Rowan College South Jersey. No runs across. No score as the Buccaneers come to bat in the bottom of the first. Pitching, Kevin Opal. I'm good to go back whenever. Bottom of the first inning, as you're seeing Kevin Opal throw his warm-up pitches for Rowan College South Jersey. Opal 3-1 on the season with a 1.74 ERA. He's pitched in 9 games, 1 complete game, and a shutout as well to boot. 41 in the third innings pitched, 26 hits, 15 runs, just 8 earned, 12 walks, and an amazing 49 strikeouts on the season. So it'll be tough cooking for the Buccaneers going up against Opal this afternoon. It'll be Andrew Baldino, Kevin Foreman, Louis Sorry starting things off, then Gabe Selinsky, Trace Warner, Eduardo Tinoco, Davey Suarez, John Dempsey, and Javi Vega. And first pitch to Baldino is in there for strike 1. Give you some stats along the way. We got 2 games today, so plenty to go over. Skied in the air to center. Drifting over and diving. Can't make the catch is the center fielder, Young. And heading to second is Baldino as the ball retrieved by the left fielder, Cristino. So a leadoff bloop double for Baldino, and the Buccaneers have something cooking here in the first. So it's a good start for the Buccos against the ace of the staff for Rowan College South Jersey. Here's Kevin Foreman, the speedster, fantastic center fielder. Takes a strike, and if such a thing existed at this level, he would be a platinum glove winner, Great range in the outfield, great bases, got a great contact. He could hit for a little bit of pop every once in a while as well. Throw over to second to check on Baldino. It goes into center field. So Baldino gets up and scoots down to third base on the errant throw by Oppenal off the mound. And just like that, runner on third for the Buccaneers and an easier way for Kevin Foreman to drive him in. Baldino with the wheels. Leadoff double now on third. And here's the 0-1 to Foreman. That's outside. Good block in the dirt there in front of a big backstop by Justin Killick. The pitch. Foul, first base side. And out of play. Foreman hitting .431 on the season. 22 hits, 22 runs scored. Check the 24 runs. He's got 4 doubles to boot. Pitch outside. He's got 11 RBIs, which is 4th on the team. Slugging .608. And he's got 10 walks, which is 2nd only to Javi Vega. So he's got a good batter's eye there as well. The pitch. Grounded into left field. It's a base hit and an RBI for Kevin Foreman as Baldino scores, and the Buccaneers strike first. They lead 1-0. So clutch, timely hitting by the Buccaneers. Double to lead things off. Baldino moves to third on the steal. And the overthrow by Oppenal, and then scores on the RBI single by Kevin Foreman. Here's another Buccaneers hitter who could do some damage, Luis Sorry. Swing and a miss. Overpowered by the fastball from Oppenal. It's 0-1. Luis Sorry hitting .558 on the season. Pitch to Sorry is outside. Sorry, .558 on the season, 29 hits, 19 runs, 19 RBIs, 2nd on the team, 51 total bases. Pitch outside from Oppenal. And the count 2-1. Gabe Zielinski on deck. Kevin Foreman out to a lead at first. Somebody who could definitely speed. And there he goes. Sky down the right field line. Foul. And out of play by Sorry. Foreman will have to retreat. Sorry, just a little bit late. Tried to stretch and reach toward the outside part of the plate there. And hooked it foul. Runner on first. Nobody out. Buccaneers taking the 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first. And Oppenal delivers. Sorry, pops it foul. First base side again out of play. Of course, gave the scouting report on Oppenal to open up this half inning, and the Buccaneers are breaking into it. Runner goes up high in. Foreman steals second without a throw. He just dove head first there. He got an outstanding jump over there at first base. Now in scoring position following a steal. Sorry, had to duck out of the way of that one. Sorry could certainly drive Foreman in here. Called strike 3. He thought it was low for ball 4. So Sorry down looking for out number 1. So Foreman will stay at second base. Here's Gabe Zielinski, the cleanup hitter, and the catcher. See if he ends up catching both ends of the doubleheader. Foreman with a big lead at second as Zielinski does sort of an excuse-me swing and pokes it foul. I think the umpire's looking for a new set of baseballs. A few foul balls between Sorry and Zielinski hit into the seats. Oppenau gives Foreman a look, and now he's ready to deal. Throw to second instead. A nice deke there on the mound by Oppenau. Foreman back safely. Infield playing back for the Roadrunners. Foreman's going. Throw down to third. He's in there as the ball goes into left field and down the line. Foreman jogs home. He could even walk home. It's 2-0 Buccaneers. The things that Kevin Foreman and the Buccaneers could do on the bases when they run and when they steal leads to runs, and it's 2-0 Buccos. So a stolen base, a second steal for Foreman. He stole 2 on the base pass. Pitch outside to Selinsky. And scores a run on the E2. Pitch to Selinsky. In the dirt, away. So they're working Oppenau here. Came in again to the game with a 1.74 ERA, and that's, of course, come up a little bit. Nobody, one out. Selinsky chops it back to Oppenau. That's an easy can of corn for out number 2. I'd check that just more off a comeback or not can of corn per se. But it might as well have been. It just came right to him. In any event, 2 out, bases empty. Here's Trace Warner. Swing and a chop foul behind the plate. Warner hitting .259 on the season. 15 hits, slugging .345, 9 RBIs. And that one in the dirt goes by toward the backstop. 17 pitches so far for Oppenau here in this bottom of the first. Pitch popped up. Oppenau comes in towards the plate, calls off his own catcher Killick to make the play for the final out of the inning. Buccaneers get a couple hits, a couple runs. They lead 2-0 as we go to the second here on BFA Sports. Second inning, Buccaneers lead 2-0. Cole Fowler leading things off for the Roadrunners. And takes a fastball away, 1-0. It'll be Fowler, Greg Cristino, and Justin Killick for Rowan College South Jersey against the Atlantic Cape Ace. And the 1-0, scorched foul. That was a rocket down the right field line. Eduardo Tinoco tried to give it a chase, maybe make a leaping grab there, but it just way out of his reach. That was a frozen rope down the right field line. The 1-1, and that's a little too low and in from Hamill. 2-1 on Fowler. Fowler hitting .398 on the season. 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. Now looking at a 2-2 count. 11 doubles, 39 overall hits. And the 2-2 foul towards the first base dugout. Check the 26 RBIs. Leader on the team is Rocco Bresniak. Hit into right field. That'll fall in for a base hit. So a leadoff single here in the second inning for Cole Fowler as it bounces in front of Trace Warner. So nice piece of hitting in 2-2 count from Fowler. He's aboard. And here's Greg Cristino, the left fielder for the Roadrunners. Cristino hitting .439, 6 RBIs, 18 hits in 14 games played. And runner staying put as Cristino looks at strike one from Hamill. Hamill worked into a little bit of trouble in the first inning. Couple punch outs and a pop-up. Got him out of it. Fowler leads off first. There's strike 2 to Cristino. Hamill can certainly rack up the strikeouts over the course of a game, but more of a ground ball type of pitcher when he's got his curveball and slider work, and he's been featuring the fastball today. Ground ball to short. Sorry. Steps on second one. On to first. It's a double play. And a nicely turned 6-6-3, and there's 2 away. Sorry can certainly pick it and field it like any other. Outstanding shortstop there. Also saw him pitch a little bit last season. He came in relief, pitched an inning. Got a great arm. Pitch outside to Justin Killick. Just so I was saying, Hamill induces the ground balls. Got one there. And here's the pitch to Killick. It's upstairs. That's some kind of different kind of scouting report and studying the Roadrunners batting. Is I've seen Hamill throw more fastballs here than he has in some of his other starts this season. There's a strike. So we'll see what he ends up doing over the course of the game. It'll be a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Powers a fastball by Killick. It's 2-2. Nobody on. Base is empty. Top of the second. Game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon. Hamill delivers. One borderline pitch. Hamill wanted it. It's a full count now on the Roadrunners catcher. It'll be a 3-2. Called strike 3, inning over. Hamill paints the outside corner, and 3 men get up to the plate this inning. A double play, gets him out of it. It's 2-0 Bucks. We go to the bottom of the second. Buccaneers lead Rowan College, South Jersey, Gloucester 2-0 on a couple big hits last inning. Eduardo Tinoco, Davey Suarez, and John Dempsey for Atlantic Cape here in the bottom of the second against Kevin Openow. And it was an excuse me swing there by Tinoco. Just that got in the way of him trying to get out of the way of that up and in fastball. And Openow deals inside again. Tinoco does stand closer towards the plate, kind of basically right on top of it there, so it makes him vulnerable to some of those inside fastballs. And Openow throws 3 consecutive, misses with that one. And the pitch, there's a strike, and the count even at 2 apiece. Tinoco plays a good first base. 2-2. Called strike 3. Tinoco down looking. And there's one away. Here's Davey Suarez, the Atlantic Cape third baseman. Fastball punched in there up and just misses from Openow. It's 1-0. Suarez having a tough go of it lately, hitting 120 on the season. And in there for just misses, rather, from Openow. Pitch upstairs. And Openow's lost the plate here against Suarez. John Dempsey awaits a turn up next. Here's the pitch to Suarez. There's a strike. And the count 3-1. Infield playing back for the Roadrunners. Pitch. Skied in the air to center. Drifting over towards right center. Diving and missing on another attempt is Scotty Young. But staying at first is Suarez. After Aaron Grober came in to retrieve the foul ball, Scotty Young dove towards left center earlier, last inning, and missed. And that led to Baldino getting to second base. So a one-out single for Suarez. And here's John Dempsey. And the pitch. There's a strike. Dempsey DH in here in Game 1. Does play some third base. So we'll see if that ends up being the case in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Inside, and it hit him. Dempsey tried to duck out of the way there. Look, they hit him around the knee quad area. And he's aboard. Suarez over to second. So 2 on, 1 out. Here is Javi Vega. Good contact hitter. Certainly got pop in his bat as well. And certainly drive it out. An outstanding left fielder as well. Shows bunt. Pulls back, and it misses outside for ball 1. You can see the first baseman for the Roadrunners, Felix Diaz, was coming in, seeing the bunt offer by Vega. Now he's back to playing normal depth. And behind the runner, Dempsey at first base. But Vega showing bunt again, doesn't pull back, and misses on the attempt, so it's a 1-1 count. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Big throw over to second, and they got him! Suarez stranded too far, and he's picked off for out number 2. Just a dangerous lead. Openow with a sneaky pickoff move. Able to get Suarez and get the lead runner. Pitch outside to Vega. So Dempsey on first. And a 2-on count on Javi Vega. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pumps a fastball up in the zone. Vega just a little bit behind on it. And it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it here in the second. Buccaneers threaten, they get a couple aboard, but a caught stealing cost them possibly a run here in the second inning. It's 2-0 Buccos as we go to the third on BFA Sports. Oh, 2 count on Edwin Hernandez. Scorched past Hamill off his glove, and the shortstop, sorry, he's got it. And he'll be aboard with an infield single. Looks like Hamill's okay. Just tried to reach out and grab the comebacker there. Didn't look like I hit him, just kind of hit his glove. But it looks like he's all right. So the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the order here. Here's Scotty Young, and going on the wild pitch is Edwin Hernandez, so he'll be at second base. The first offering to Young, who reached on a single to lead off the game and then stole second and was stranded there. Tinoco coming in at first base. Expecting either a bunt or a ground ball here. Showing bunt, pulls bunt, and it hits it foul. So Young trying to advance Hernandez over to third. Game one of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning contest, and the Buccaneers going with their ace here in game one, trying to eat up as many innings as possible, and certainly has the capability of going the distance, and he's done that a few times over the last couple of years. Hit into right field. There's a base hit. Hernandez rounding third. Throw coming into the plate, and not in time. Throw down to second by Solinsky high. So it's an RBI double for Scotty Young, and it's 2-1. So Hernandez scores a run. Young ends up on second base on a nice piece of hitting. Warner had a nice throw into the plate just a little bit late. And it's a 2-1 ball game here. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's Jimmy Bruno. Struck out swinging in the first. And Hamill deals, showing bunt. Tinoco comes in. Bunt missed by Bruno, and it's 0-1. Tinoco about halfway up the first base line there, expecting a bunt from Jimmy Bruno. And Hamill steps off the rubber. Baldino playing towards the lip of the outfield grass there at second base. Sorry. With the runner there at second base, Scotty Young. And over at third, you have Suarez playing on the lip of the infield grass. Tinoco coming in, way in, and bunt up the third base line, and it rolls foul. And that's strike two on Jimmy Bruno. Tinoco is chasing and following Hamill to go retrieve that bunt, but it ended up rolling foul. Tinoco was probably about within 5-10 feet of the batter Bruno, trying to go and retrieve the bunt. Runner on second. Nobody out here. 2-1 ball game. Swing and a foul ball, first base side out of play. And the count stays 0-2 on Bruno. One run in here in the top of the second. Scotty Young out to a nice lead there at second base. Sorry's playing right behind him. And the 0-2. Pitch upstairs. 1-2 on Jimmy Bruno. Hamill checks the runner, now deals. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Number 2. Twos are wild here, Roadrunners. Atlantic Cape leading Rowan College South Jersey Gloucester by a score 2-1. The 2-2. Misses just off the plate there, and the count's full. So Bruno going from 0-2 to 3-2 here against Joe Hamill. Young leads off second, nobody out. Pitch. Hit into right field. Warner's got a beat on it. Comes underneath, makes a catch, fires it into the infield. Sorry's got it. Throw to third, and he's in there. So Jimmy Bruno tags up at second and able to get into third just ahead of the throw. A strong throw from right field by Warner. Getting it into Sorry, who threw a cannon over to third base just a tad late. So one away. And here's Aaron Grober, struck out swinging in the first. And the pitch, swing and a miss on top of a fastball there, middle of the zone, and it's 0-1. Runner on third, one out. Pitch. Thought about pulling the bat around and ends up holding and takes ball 2. The pitch. That one's a little bit low from Hamill. And the count 3-1. Infield playing back now for the Buccaneers. Suarez, the exception, playing about normal depth over at third. Pitch is low. Check that is ball 3 now, so now it's 3-1. Felix Diaz on deck. For Rowan. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A nasty breaking ball there. And the count's full on Grober. RBI opportunity for the Roadrunners right fielder. Man on third, one away. Pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs, and Grober works a one-out walk. Here's Felix Diaz, who worked a walk himself back in the first inning. Runners on the corners, one away. Rowan's put a run on the board here in the third. Atlantic Cape put 2 on the board back in the bottom of the first. Hamill deals. Hit into right field. Warner's got a beat on it. Deep into right field. Makes the catch. Fires into the infield. Now heading toward the plate. Zielinski's got it, but the run scores. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Diaz, and we are tied up at 2. Warner's got a strong arm out there in right field. Thought it was heading toward the cutoff, and it kept carrying toward the plate. Zielinski had to come up and get it. So 2 runs for Rowan this inning, and that's a base hit up the middle for Rocco Bresniak. So 2 men aboard here with 2 gone. Nice piece of hitting by Bresniak, just taking a pitch on the inner half and hitting it into center field. So that'll send Grober over to second base. Here's Cole Fowler. He singled in the second inning. Was later stranded off part of the Greg Cristino 6-6-3 double play ground ball. Pitch upstairs from Hamill. And it's 1-0. Roadrunners getting to Hamill a little bit here in the third inning, just attacking him on pitches that are mid-in. And there's a strike. And a little bit of a jam here, Hamill. Looking to keep it at 2-2 and strand the runners on base. Checks on the lead man, Grober. Now delivers. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. So a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 2 runs in this inning for Rowan College. Infield playing back for Atlantic Cape. Pitch. Hit to shortstop. Sorry, picks it on the backhand, fires over to first, and a nice stretch by Tinoco. And that'll do it. 2 runs in the inning, a couple hits, sacrifice flies, and Rowan's tied it up at 2. We go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning here, tied up at 2. It'll be top of the order for the Buccaneers, Baldino, Foreman, and Sorry. And the pitch in there for a strike. Baldino doubled to lead off the game, just a frozen rope out to left center that dropped past the diving Scotty Young. There's strike 2. And then he later came around to score in the RBI single by Foreman. Pitch upstairs from Oppenau. It's 1-2. And the 1-2 outside. Baldino's got the wheels. Advanced to third and then later scored from third on the base hit. There's called strike 3 and Baldino down looking. That'll bring Kevin Foreman to the plate. In addition to the RBI single, ended up stealing a couple bags and later scored a run himself in his last plate appearance, hitting .431 on the season. Now 12 RBIs, pitch upstairs from Open Al. Slugging over 600 as well. Shot to left field for a base hit. Past the diving Fowler, and Foreman's aboard with one away. There's Luis Sari. Struck out looking in the first. Another opportunity against Open Al here to do some damage. Foreman leading off first, always a threat to go. There's a strike to Sari. High praise for Foreman from Coach Velarde before the season, saying he's the fastest kid he's ever seen. Sari hits it down the left field line, grabbed by Fowler, throw to second, and called foul there at the last second after all that was going on. Which is why Foreman stopped running, looking around there, and Foreman started slowing down, which isn't like him, and turns out it was all foul. Here's the pitch outside, and the count 1-2. Foreman has 12 stolen bases on the season. Certainly leads the team. He's leading now. Sari hits it foul toward the Atlantic Cape dugout. Trace Warner tried to pick it there off the bounce and just missed. 1-on-1 out here, bottom of the third, tied up at 2. Game 1 of today's doubleheader in Atlantic City. Pitch upstairs to Sari, good eye there, 2-2. Foreman out to a lead, thinks about going, stays put, pitch low in the dirt, and it's now a full count on the Buccaneers sophomore. Infield playing back for Rowan College South Jersey, with the exception being over there at first base. Throw over to first to check on Foreman. He's back safely and going to retrieve it is Felix Diaz. And with 12 stolen bases and the ever-present threat of running, Foreman's going to get a lot of pitchers' attention. There he goes. And all the moot point, he dives for the effort, but it's a walk to Sari. So he gets his pants a little bit dirty in the effort, but he's in scoring position here with one away. So Sari aboard on the walk. And here's Gabe Zielinski. Grounded out in his first at-bat. Cleanup hitter has an RBI opportunity awaiting him here. And Open Al deals. A little sidewind and a leg kick there for a strike. And if it works, he's going to keep on doing it. One of the aces of the staff for the Roadrunners. First and second, one out. Throw, fake throw. Over to second by Open Al, and I think a warning from the field umpire on that as well. Here comes Coach Rob Valley out to talk with the home plate umpire. So he's pointing in the direction of first base. And now the home plate umpire heading towards first base, and the runner, Luis Sari. And Sari's like, me? Something checking his helmet. Not sure what the concern or question was, but it looks like home plate umpire now walking over to Coach Velarde there to explain whatever is going on. Something to do with Luis Sari, it appears. Something with his helmet, perhaps? Zielinski taking off his helmet. Seems to be the question of the hour here with the batting helmets being worn by Atlantic Cape. Now both umpires will converse near the mound to address any issue. Now walking off a second is Kevin Foreman, and the umpire checking his helmet. And trying to narrate the best I can here. Home plate umpire having a conversation with Coach Velarde. Kevin Foreman having a conversation with the field umpire. Evidently, it's about the batting helmets that Atlantic Cape is wearing, which has become an issue here in the bottom of the third. Now Coach Valley coming back out to talk with the home plate umpire, getting an explanation on what's going on there. It's pointing toward the ear. I wonder if it's... They sort of got that communication system in their helmet. Now both umpires will again meet up and converse near the pitching mound. Just checking to see what's in the helmets of these Buccaneers base runners. Openal's going to, or looking at it like he's going to take some practice throws while this is going on here. And I mean, you hear about the communication pieces in the major leagues, right, with the pitcher and the catcher and not being able to hear or being able to hear something, and it's something going on possibly here. Both umpires still talking about it. Coach Valley waiting on the first baseline for some type of answer. Now the home plate umpire going back over to converse with Coach Velarde. Field umpire heading down the right field line towards the bullpen. And towards the gate area, he's now exiting the field, and off he goes. So, field umpire has left the facility for the moment. Home plate umpire talking with Coach Velarde. Openal walks off the mound to talk with his coach, Rob Valley, on the first base side. Outfielders are talking about it in the outfield. Got Kevin Foreman talking about it with a couple Rowan College infielders near second. Or check that, the Rowan College players. Kevin Foreman's talking about it with Louis Sari near second base. Catcher Killick and Openal talking about it with Rob Valley. Rob Valley calling his whole infield in. And the outfielders as well. So every player for Rowan College South Jersey is walking off the field and into the dugout at the instruction of Coach Valley. Home plate umpire still talking about it with Coach Velarde. Gabe Zielinski listening in. Trace Warner swinging a bat over there. Kevin Foreman and Louis Sari now walking off the field towards their own dugout, not knowing what to do or what's going on. So the field is empty, and we're trying to figure out what the issue is that they're talking about on the field. We'll try and pass it along as soon as we find out what's going on here. And until then, we'll try to keep you baseball theater here. So, helmets coming off. It seems to be some kind of issue with the helmets that is being discussed with the checking. They've checked a few of the helmets that the Buccaneers are wearing. Foreman, Sari, Zielinski there. The field umpire left the facility a couple minutes ago, just ran off. Not sure how that pertains to the current issue. Home plate umpire talking things over with the coach for Rowan College South Jersey, the Roadrunners head coach, Rob Valley. Coach Velarde's got a few of his players outside their dugout trying to discuss whatever's going on with the helmets. Now the whole team's coming out around Coach Velarde as they're talking about what's going on and what the alleged issue may be with these batting helmets that the Buccaneers are wearing today. Not sure what warranted it or what caught Coach Valley's concern or his eye, but he brought it to the attention of the umpires and asked them to look into it. whatever it is. And then helmets were taken off. First it started with asking Louis Sarri to remove his helmet and take a look, and Kevin Foreman's helmet. And then a couple other Buccaneers players as well. You see Foreman walking back onto the field, confident that the game will resume. Coach Valley called all his players off the field and into the dugout. The fielding umpire left the facility. Just kind of ran off and exited the gate down the right field line. Home plate umpire still talking it over with Coach Valley outside the first baseline. Now field umpire back onto the facility. Jogging back on. He's meeting with the home plate umpire who's signaling him to come over. Now both umpires are sitting outside of the first base area. Ball field completely cleaned off. Buccaneers in their dugout. Roadrunners in their dugout. Both umpires talking about it at first base with whatever's going on here. And hopefully we get action resuming soon once the umpires discuss and find a solution for whatever the issue is. Looks like the field umpire has some sort of... now he's making a phone call. So the fielding umpire making a phone call. He just dialed up a number and walking around the bases with the home plate umpire right now. Don't want to speculate as to who is calling, but I assume it is somebody with Region 19, possibly somebody with the umpires there. Coach Valley curious, standing on the first baseline walking towards the umpires who are converged in the middle of the infield. And home plate umpire asking him to head back toward the dugout, almost like we'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, not sure what the issue is. It seems to be something to do with the helmets that's happened here in the third. So in this third, I'll give you a little bit of a recap while we wait. Baldino struck out looking. Foreman reached on a single and was at second base when the game got paused. Louis Sarri had walked, and on the first pitch to Solinsky, Coach Valley came out and asked the umpires to take a look at Louis Sarri's helmet, to the surprise of the Buccaneers shortstop. And then they checked Kevin Foreman's helmet and a couple of the others. It was back and forth conversations. Fielding umpire still on the phone. Now he's getting off the phone. Both umpires walking toward the first baseline to meet with Coach Valley and provides some kind of explanation as to what may or may not be going on and what they may or not be doing about it. Not try to read lips the best I can here to figure out what's going on and give you an explanation. But it's just going off of what I've been seeing and happen over the last 10 minutes here. Coach Valley saying something about the helmets. Not sure what the concern is or the issue, the alleged issue of what may or may not be happening here, but it's caught his attention and is a concern. And the umpire's trying to explain something. Explain what they may have found out or what the ruling is. And hopefully game will get resumed momentarily. Bottom of the third here, game one of a doubleheader. Roadrunners and Buccaneers tied at 2. Vin Avenue with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports Saturday afternoon. We're at the old Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Both these teams had squared off yesterday, back at it again this afternoon. A few moments ago, Coach Valley called his whole team off the field and into the dugout. And then Coach Velarde did the same with the Buccaneers. So no action going on here. The conversation's still continuing with the umpires and Coach Valley off the first baseline. Buccaneers scored 2 runs in the first inning, and Rowan tied it up in the top half of the third. 2 7-inning games, the way the doubleheaders play out here at the junior college level, Region 19. Again, not sure what the issue is, just trying to figure things out based on what's been happening over the last 10 minutes or so. And hopefully game will get resumed again shortly. I think the umpire showing that he understands the concern of Coach Valley, and I guess trying to see what we could do to get the game going again. Field umpire staying back to talk with Coach Valley. The home plate umpire walking across the field to talk with Coach Velarde on the Atlantic Cape side. Thank you. Right. So trying to. So I'm seeing what's going on here, yeah.
They're going between both coaches because I have a feeling that's something to do with communication twice a year. Yeah. So they have a VP, and I mean, appreciate the scoop, thank you. Yeah, but again, don't know how. Right. No.
Still seeing what's going on here. Just again speculating that it could be something to do with the helmets and possible communication pieces or something that's being questioned about. While we wait for an answer as to see what's going on here, we're going to step aside here on BFA Sports. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more from Surf Stadium in Atlantic City right after this.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
Back here, bottom of the third, as the umpires are talking again. Now, Louis Sari, well, we went to a break there, went back out to first. He's standing on first with the first base coach. Looks like the Buccaneers ready to head back out onto the field. We were trying to figure out what was going on based on what we were seeing here. Something to do with the helmets, and the Coach Valley was pointing towards the ear, so I imagine it has something to do with him asking if there's any electronic devices and everything. Now the home plate umpire meeting with Coach Velarde outside the plate. And we'll take a quick break as it looks like we're getting close to action again here at Surf Stadium.
We're no longer allowed to 15.
So this, due to some ongoing investigation and issues onto the field here, bottom of the third, the game has to, our broadcast come to an end. We've just been informed by an official. So it sounds like the game will soon resume for Atlantic Cape and Rowan College. But our broadcast here on BFA Sports this afternoon, we've been asked to end our live stream and end our broadcast this afternoon. If we do end up coming back on the air at any point for the rest of Game 1 or Game 2 this afternoon, we will let you know. Stay tuned on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page and Twitter. And you could certainly follow me on my Twitter as well. Just tweet something out if we end up coming back to the game. But we've been asked to close out the broadcast for now. And if we do resume, we will let you know. But our broadcast here on BFA Sports of today's doubleheader has been asked to shut down here on BFA Sports. We apologize for those who have been watching the game so far this afternoon. And we wish you all the best. And we'll talk to you soon if we end up coming back. For our crew here at BFA Sports, I am Vin Abenu. Thanks for tuning in. Again, our broadcast has been asked by an official coming off the field to close for the day. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.